You know, when you play a strategy game, you try to make sure that everything goes towards your strategy, towards your end goal. But once in a while, you make a mistake, and sometimes those mistakes, well, obviously will lead to your downfall. Now, today we have a very interesting game where just one decision, one mistake, a tiny mistake completely changes the game. But right now we have got two decks, Grixis Control versus Golgari Midrange. Right now we have got the Golgari Midrange setting up its board on turn 2 with second game. First one I had won, and right now we have the Grixis pulling off a Thought Erasure. The Golgari has the Kitesail Freebooter, Golraska Queen, 2 lands, and the Elves. The Llanowar Elves. So we surveil a Dream Eater. That does not work out very well right now because a Dream Eater is a 6 mana, a later game card. So we've got the Raska going down. It's gonna destroy a permanent, destroys Llanowar Elves to draw a card and increase loyalty by 2. What the Golgari does not know is that I have got a Raska's Contempt in my hands. And so we've got the lands. The sequencing in a control deck is very important. In fact, it is the most important thing. Playing your spells in a very right sequence. And even the lands, especially when you've got lands that can enter tapped, and becomes quite important. So right now we have got a 3/2 and 4 lands on the field with a Golgari Raska Queen. Sorry, the Raska Golgari Queen, my bad. And so right now she's sacrificing another Llanowar Elf to draw a card, which I'm not sure is a good idea. I mean, that extra mana can come in very handy, but I think his plan is to just beat me down as fast as possible. I see that he has got Assassin's Trophy, which would be a bad idea for my Nicol Bolas, and we've got Nicol Bolas going down because I actually want that extra land. The Assassin's Trophy, 2 mana, destroy anything, but it allows the opponent to draw an extra land, which can be pretty big, and that's what I want. I've got 2 Nicol Bolases, so I want this one to happen. So my opponent is, the Golgari is putting another land. He's got 3 cards in hand versus my 5. Oh, and instead he goes for a Plague Crafter. And boom, we have this one going out. So right now the board is wiped. Instead of an Assassin's Trophy, we had something else. He destroys a land. Understandably, he just needs 4 mana to cast most of his spells. And we've got another hit going down. I'm at 11 health. Let's see. The Raska is about to ultimate. We can't allow that, so we send her to exile. Ironically, I really enjoy using those Raska's Contempt on Raskas just for the irony. So right now we have got a 4 attack power on the field. It's coming straight to my face, 9. But as right now, as a control deck, my goal is to stabilize the game, to wipe the board, stabilize it. So right now, I actually realize I'm about to make another mistake. Actually, not so much. I mean, it's a minor mistake. Yes, and here is the mistake. Whoa. As you saw, I have just removed the Ravenous Chupacabra. Before I did that, now watch this. I'm trying to play Nicol Bolas, which was the plan. Nicol Bolas causes a trigger effect, but watch this. My opponent cast the Assassin's Trophy that I knew he had in his hand. A beautiful play. See, what I should have done there was to remove Assassin's Trophy instead of the Chupacabra. Had I done that, I would have had a 4/4 on the field with 9 health, and I would be able to turn the battle around. And also, not to mention, I had Ritual of Soot on top of my library, and I would be able to draw that had the Assassin's Trophy not shuffled my library. And that is how one mistake can change the game. Thanks for joining me, and next week we have another battle for you, and we'll see you next time.